Ladies and gentlemen, he is a 5-1 fighter fighting out Extreme Couture. He's had times on Tough. He's been in Eagle FC. He's one of the top ranked middleweights across the country. Of course, we're talking with Rhino, Ryder Newman. Ryder, thank you so much for taking some time every day to be able to join us. I'm super excited about this. I haven't been able to speak with many people from the Tough 29 crew, and that was one of my favorite, casts of people, I think. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hey man, it's awesome to be on the show. Thank you, brother.
Absolutely. For those that don't know, of course, Mr. Ryder Newman was on the season Tough 29. I believe it's Team Volkanovski, correct?
Yep, Team Volk all day.
That's why I thought. And so, of course, we got plenty of questions for him. Going to throw some things like I was telling before, that I hope he's never heard before. So I'm going to try to make him think a little bit so we can really pick his maybe non-MMA brain a little bit, try to put him to the test. And got some fan questions. Of course, thank you guys for sending those in. This is going to be what I think is going to be a really fun time. So one of the things I want to start off with, Ryder, is, of course, I mean, you're on Tough. Everyone loves to talk about Tough, so we're going to talk about Tough. And one of the things that I want to ask most about is, of course, Team Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski recently made kind of has steam performance, arguably the top pound for pound fighter in the world right now. So I really want to know, what was it like to train under him and his crew of coaches? Because I'm sure it had to be, otherworldly.
Bro, it was such an opportunity and just such a blessing to be able to learn from Volkanovski. That guy's fight IQ is absolutely insane. Just being able to pick his brain on everything. That's the thing about Tough is, like, if you lose in the house, you're still stuck in the house, and so that's like you're down and everything. But the blessing is, dude, you get to train with one of the best fighters in the world every single day, day in and day out, and be able to pick this guy's brain. And man, I've been around a lot of the best fighters in the world. And I have never, not even best fighters, best athletes, bro. I lived at Olympic Training Center as part of Team USA at Rest. So I've been surrounded by the best athletes in the world. I have never, ever met anybody in my life that works as hard as Team Volkanovski or as Volk. What's crazy, man, is an hour before our practices, he would be in having his own practice. And then once his practice ended, he would hop in our practice and work with us. Ortega, bro, he would show up an hour late to all of his practices. That just says a lot about Volk. Seriously, man. This is work ethic is second to none. The fight IQ is absolutely insane. It was just fun and just such an honor to be able to learn from such a, prestigious, amazing fighter like Volk too, And man, they're good people. Like, you meet him, talk to him. He's just a regular ass dude.
So he's genuine. He's who he is on camera.
Coolest, most humble. He's exactly who you think he'd be, bro. You wouldn't think this is Alex Volkanovski. He's just a regular dude who knows how to freaking fist fight very well,
That's a bit of an understatement right there. That dude's insane. And of course, why also I want to know some of maybe the behind the scenes, because really we see, like, you guys are there for, what was it, 8 weeks?
This one was 5 weeks. So
okay,
so for 5 weeks. Some of the seasons in the past were 8, though.
Okay, so you guys are there for 5 weeks. So obviously, we only got to see you guys for about 45 minutes each week of actual seeing what the hell is going on. So one thing I want to pick is some of the details, because I'm sure a lot of people would want to find out kind of the behind the scenes kind of look. First thing I know, Alex Volkanovski has actually a really impressive skill when it comes to cooking. He has his cooking channels and stuff like that. Did he cook for the fighters?
Bro, he cooked for us at least twice a week, every week, and it was that was one of the things we looked forward to in the week, is like Volk's coming over and cooking. Bro, I'm not lying. Cooking with Volk's a real thing. That guy can cook. I'm telling you.
What was your favorite dish from him?
Bro, he made this chicken. Dude, he has the best chicken I've ever. Chicken and steak is his like go-tos, bro.
Like chicken breast, thighs.
Chicken breast, chicken thighs, bro. The man slaps everything on the grill, bro, and it's absolutely amazing. It's so good, it's insane.
I think I'm pretty jealous about that one, because like I really want to try his cooking. It looks legit. Now, I'm a big fan. I used to be more of a fan of the chicken breast. Now my fiance's got me over to the chicken thigh kind of things. Or are we on the same boat there with the chicken thighs?
See, man, I'm a big fan of the chicken breast myself.
That's fair.
But, hey, don't get me wrong, I'll eat some chicken thighs too. If Volk's making it, I'll eat it.
Man, he can make the weirdest stuff. Also, probably eat it just because I trust the man when it comes to the grill. And another thing I want to know is what was the flow of the show like? Because obviously we only have 5 weeks, but there's way more than 5 fights that happen, especially with both of the weight classes that you guys have. So what was the pacing kind of like?
Man, honestly, we'd all train together. It was nice because you have 4 partners, middleweights, 4 partners for what was it, bantamweight. And so we all had our training partners, and everything. So it really worked out great. We had the first practice, so we've trained 2 times a day. So we'd go in first, and then when we came back, Team Ortega would leave, and then vice versa. When they get back, then we would go again, and then we come back, and then they leave. So we trained twice a day, and I mean, it was great, bro. I mean, we all mixed in, trained together. Even the bantamweights we move around with, it was awesome, bro. Everybody on Team Volk too, we're all still real close. We all talk all the time, so it was just a blessing, bro. I couldn't have asked for a better team.
That's so funny. Well, I kind of assumed that you guys were you all sticking together because obviously, I mean, one thing that allows us to reach out to each other is Andre reposted on his Instagram story my grades of the 4 current guys kicking ass from the tough season. Then he met my DMs like I hit by Brian. Obviously Andre reposted that, so it feels like you guys all follow each other and have a pretty good relationship.
Funny, oh man, Andre's my boy too. Andre's a good guy, bro. That was the cool thing about this season is everyone was just, there wasn't drama or anything, which I know some of the fans look forward to.
I really didn't complain. That's one of the things that me and my co-host Blake, we really enjoyed about this season because it might not be like the most drama filled, but when it came to fights, you guys put on every single time.
Yeah,
so like,
bro,
first things first, I'm a fight fan, so I don't need the drama when it got you. I mean, we did have Ortega filling Volkanovski's locker room with snakes. Were you there in the building when that happened?
That was insane, dude. So we get out, we're walking up to the door. It was Brady and Dustin ahead of me. They open the door, bro, and all of a sudden Dustin falls on his ass, and Brady's like, "Oh, whoa!" And I walk up, bro. First, we thought the snakes were fake because they weren't moving.
Yeah.
And so I put my bag on the ground, and I slide my bag towards the snake's head. Dude, the snake moves. I'm like, holy shit, they're alive. These are real. Bro,
are you a snake guy? Because I hate snakes. I think they're one of my least favorite things in the world.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure that probably had to probably woke you up pretty quick,
Oh man, I'm sitting there like, what the hell? Then Ortega comes up behind me, grabs me and pushes me toward him. I was like, oh, bro, it was so crazy. It was a fun time though. But yeah, that was crazy. The pranks were funny too, dude.
I loved it. Volk really did not care. I'm not surprised because being the Australian he is, everything out there is set to kill them. So I'm not surprised that he's okay with snakes.
You know what I'm saying, dude? Volk straight up was grabbing the biggest one and wrestling with it. So, bro,
who does that?
Insane. He's like, you should see the critters we got in Aussie.
Exactly.
See the critters we got in New Zealand or whatever. I was like, bro, you're crazy. No way you'll catch me doing that.
No, those Aussies are insane, man. Because between the snakes, between the have you seen those giant huntsman spiders? They're just house spiders.
Things are huge, dude.
Right? They're just house spiders, and you're even worse. Living in the desert, you are in Vegas. You guys got scorpions and stuff over there. I'm good on that. My biggest pest is a spider this big up here in Idaho, so I am plenty okay with that. I stay away from rattlesnake country.
I'm the same way. Scorpions, snakes, no way.
No, scorpions are ridiculous. Well, it's because they hide like spiders. One of the craziest things I've ever seen is my grandparents in Arizona. I'm in moving towels in the bathroom. There's a scorpion, about a decent sized scorpion that I just pick up towels right there. Obviously, I'm 10. I get scared. My grandpa goes in there with a paper towel like he's smashing a spider.
Like it's nothing. Yeah.
It's nothing.
No way.
Different breeds. These guys are insane. I could never do that. And speaking about fears, let's talk about this because obviously you have some expectations of what's going into tough. But clearly you're not going to know everything. So what was the scariest or maybe least expected thing that you encountered during those 5 weeks?
Man, let's see. I think the biggest thing, man, is just being away from like your team being out of your comfort zone at first. I mean, that's the cool thing about Volk, because after the first couple practices and like the first day, I mean, we all became like a second family, you know, so that was cool. But I think the hardest thing, the weirdest thing, bro, is first to staying in a house with your opponent. You know what I'm saying? Living
That
with your
has to be
opponent.
weird, right?
That
Just
shit was
waking
weird,
up and
bro.
seeing them all the time.
Oh, bro, 24/7. Trey Sean's my brother, bro. He's my boy and everything. But
Yeah, you guys had a hell of a battle in
man,
that first
before
round,
we
man.
fought, dude, every day this guy would just be talking to me. I'd be cooking on a grill. He would come out, start talking. The first day we're in the jacuzzi, bro. We're all hanging out in jacuzzi, and Trey walks out and starts talking, and like slowly everybody, like one by one, starts getting out of the jacuzzi, and I'm just sitting there. It's like, wow, bro, this is funny. So that was definitely different, man, bro. Just being away from like your regular routine, you know, being away from, that's the biggest thing, just being out of your routine, being in there with a bunch of, you know, people you don't know, living with your opponent and stuff. But like I said, after the first couple practices, you just get adjusted to everything. But, bro, I live in Vegas. So every day we were driving from the house to the Apex, I would be passing my gym. So I'd be seeing, you know, Coach Nick Sick walk in or practice. I'd be seeing my teammates, and I just want to knock on window, be like, hey, you know.
Well, do they? I'm sure they probably tint the windows on the vans and buses.
Yeah,
so.
no, the windows are tinted in the vans, you know. It was a cool experience, though, bro.
Put the bags over your heads, not sure where you're going, kidnap you every day.
You know?
And the house seemed really nice, though. So I feel like even though you're out of your comfort zone, that probably had to be maybe a step up in, you know, living conditions.
Bro, not even the house. The freaking food, dude. We had this thing, bro. We write down on a list every night what we want. And then we have cabinets and drawers, like specifically for us. And we would wake up in the morning. Every day was Christmas, dude. You asked for lobster tails, steak, shrimp, bro, anything, dude. Damn. It got to the point where we were getting watches and sunglasses and shit.
Yo, I was curious about that, because I was just like, are they going to, like, do you have a certain supply that you have to ration? No, they just hook you up.
Oh, bro, they hook it up. And it was such a blessing, because we'd literally begin, dude, we'd be cooking shrimp and steaks and lobster every night. Like, my cooking skills, beginning the show or whatever. After the show, bro, I like to think, you know, I'm one of the best chefs around, you know.
Volk give you any pointers?
Volk, cooking with Rhino, you know.
Cooking with Rhino. There we go. Now that's exotic meat right there. And also one of the things I really I want to know about this is what was the pacing of the fights like? Because obviously there's 5 weeks. You have to cram a lot of fights in there. Was it like, you know, one every couple days, where maybe anyone advancing like fighting once a week? What was that sort of like? Because we don't get a feeling for that on TV.
Yeah, see, that's the crazy thing. On TV, it looks like it's every week, bro. But dude, it all happens so quick too. That's another thing. So if you're the first round of fights, bro, you move into the house. All right, so you actually go do tryouts, and then you meet Dana White. And then you, right there, you choose who you got to fight. You get set up with your opponent, and then you move in the house. And then, bro, you literally train for 2 days and then fight on that Wednesday. And we had 4 fights at a time, bro. So the first 4 episodes were the first 4 fights.
So you all fight on the same day?
We all fight on the same day. So they broke it up, first 4 fights. And then, so the first 4 fights only had 2 days to train. And then you fight, and then the second round of fights happened 2 weeks later. So the guys who were the last, or the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th episode, they got to be in the house and get adjusted and train the Volk for 2 weeks, get in better shape, and then fight. So that's another thing I kind of was crazy, because I kind of would have liked to fight in the second round of fights, you know. But they had, you know, they told me, they're like, hey, we'd like you to do this, fight this guy right from the beginning. I was like, all right, man, let's get it.
They're going to say no.
Fight, and I knew Trey Sean was one of the best guys, because everyone was talking him up, bro. Like, when we were doing the whole tryouts and everything was talking him up. And so when they asked me who I wanted to fight, I was like, bro, I'm here to fight the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? I asked him if I could fight in the second round, but I was like, you know what? I want to fight Trey Sean, though. Like, I'm here to prove a point. You know, backfired a little bit, but everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. I'm a strong believer in that point. So, I mean, it was a very entertaining first fight anyway. Obviously, you lost a pretty close decision there after a couple of rounds. So, I mean, no harm, no foul. You, at the least, you definitely got your name out there and propelled you maybe to not the a UFC fight just yet, of course.
Yeah.
But it propelled you to some of the bigger things, because one of the things I wanted to kind of carry off on Back at Tough is you were on one of the first stateside Eagle FC cards. You're on Kevin Lee versus Diego Sanchez in the Eagle FC 44. So one of the things I want to know is, I mean, it's still a relatively new promotion, a little bit of a smaller one. Of course, you've bounced in smaller ones as well, you know, with the times around the regional circuit, of course. Your time with Fierce FC, one of my teammates is on there. Just he was fighting for the amateur featherweight title. Shout out to Ray Lawley, because dude's a savage.
Let's go.
And so Fierce FC, you've been around a little bit. You've tasted, you know, some of the big times with the UFC and Tough. You've been in the smaller regionals. In Eagle FC, where would you kind of place that, and how would you describe your experience with Eagle FC?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, Eagle FC, bro, in the next 2 years is gonna be one of the biggest and best promotions in the world, bro. They got money, they take care of the fighters. If you see right now, they're picking up big names, bro. They're starting to pick up big names. Then you got all these killers out in Russia and the Middle East and shit that they have a whole nother Eagle FC with them, but they're gonna all combine it, bro. So, you know, honestly, man, I would right now say they're top 3, top 4. You know, PFL, Bellator, UFC. I'd throw them right up there with, you know, PFL and Bellator, bro. They pay great. I'm getting paid as much as I would for my first UFC contract, being outside the UFC. You know,
nice.
And bro, I look at it like this, dude. Like I said, we spoke on earlier. It's a blessing. Everything happens for a reason. I think too many guys, man, get put in the UFC way too early with not enough experience. You get this contender series now. You got the Ultimate Fighter. Bro, I'm use Trey as an example. You know, Trey's was 3-0 or something, you know, and then got in the UFC, and now he's 3-2. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you get him on developmental contract where he goes out, fights 3 more fights, and comes in UFC 6-0. Now you're more prepared, bro. Now you get these guys, though, in contender series, Ultimate Fighter, that they're just not ready yet, man. You know, and I personally feel like, bro, since my fight on the Ultimate Fighter, I've leveled up 100 times. So I'm blessed for how everything happens, because I just signed a 4-fight contract with Eagle FC. So now I get to go outside the Eagle FC or outside the UFC. I get 4 more fights where I'm getting paid good money, and I get bro, you get so much better after each fight. So now instead of going in the UFC, what was I, 3-1? Now I'm going in the UFC 9-1 when I'm ready to take over. You know, people love going in the UFC. Wow, I made it to the UFC. Well, bro, you just lost 3 fights in a row, or you went 1-3, and now, you know, that kind of fucks with the rest of your career a little bit, you know, and just your mentality, you know. You go in there, maybe get slept once or twice, you know, now it's affecting your career. When if you get these guys, you come out of the season, the show, whatever, and you build a little bit, and then you go into the UFC, I feel like it's more of a blessing, bro. So to answer your question, man, I love the fact being with Eagle FC. Khabib's a great businessman, bro. They got some big things in the work.
You been able to meet with him? Does he meet with the fighters often?
Yeah, man. He's all around, bro. You know, he very like hands-on with his promotion. He's there. He comes in, shakes everyone's hands, you know.
So he's not just a figurehead on TV. That's good to know.
Bro. Khabib's the man. Khabib's a really good dude, bro.
Okay.
You know, he's at the weigh-ins and everything. He's a very humble, good guy, man. I'm telling you, bro, in 2 years, I think Eagle FC is going to be banging with the UFC. I know how they separate. They don't want to do like a competition, you know. Yeah. They want to work and just thrive together, you know. We have our fights on Fridays. They do theirs on Sundays, but they both want to, you know, be big guns, you know. UFC is a big gun. Eagle FC wants to be there right next to them. By the way, they're making these moves, bro, picking up names. They're going to keep growing. It's a blessing, man. You know, my goal is, though, too, after these 4 fights, get 9-1 and then go in the UFC when we're ready to take over, not when we're just ready to compete, you know?
Absolutely. It's not about getting into the UFC. It's about being successful in the UFC.
Exactly,
That's definitely what you're going after. Doing it the smart way, avoiding the, you know, like you allude to, unnecessary brain trauma is maybe how we want to put it. It's not like you're just, you know, you're not just like padding your record, Eagle FC. Like you were saying, there's talent, and you had a hard fought. You had to fight hard for your victory there with that split decision. Which I mean,
Yeah.
I agree with the scorecards there, but that obviously was a tough fight, sir. It's just iron sharpens iron over there, and
I mean, shout out to Manny Waller, bro. That guy was 14-4. He's beat 5 guys in the UFC. You know, I think they had me coming in like thinking I wasn't gonna beat this guy, you know. But bro, it was a big step up in competition. And that's what I'm saying. After the tough Ultimate Fighter, bro, it gave me just really that I need to do this. It gave me the confidence that I can do this shit. I could bang with the best, bro. You know, and then after that show, I never had a striking coach in my life. I show up to pro practice at Extreme Couture and I just, you know, do our pro practices and just go about.
Mhm.
After Ultimate Fighter, bro, I got a boxing coach, striking coach, and just started really grinding, bro. And then boom, I fought Cole Schaefer, a guy out of Utah, you know, knocked him out in 20 seconds. And then the next fight, fought Manny Waller, who's a veteran of the game. And just that fight leveled me up, bro. Because I come out and I'm fighting this big old dude and he's all swagged out and moving. I was like, all right, let's get it. You know, just really, that fight proved a lot to myself that, bro, I'm here. You know, I can bang with the best in the world, you know. And it was a blessing, you know. So I'm glad how it happened, how it's happened. Now we signed a 4-fight deal with Eagle FC. And like I touched on a little bit earlier, is, bro, after each fight, you level up so much. And, you know, after this next fight, or I can't wait for this fight, bro, because upcoming, I just improved so much since the Manny Waller fight. I can't wait to show the world.
That's so badass. And another thing, one last thing I kind of wanted to jump into before we get to the fan questions and a little bit of what I'm going to call the puncher's profile is one thing I always like to know. It's I'm a big mindset guy. I love just jumping into especially the mindset athletes, because I believe I guess we're just built a little bit different. Our brains work a little bit different than a lot of the people. That's why I really do love working with athletes. So one thing I want to know is really your fighting career, all said and done. Obviously, this sport's not going to last forever. What do you want to be remembered most as?
Bro, I just want to be remembered as a person that really proved that if you don't give up, you can do anything you want, man. Look, I lost my last amateur fight, bro, and I lost my pro debut. Yep. Most people right there would have freaking, you know, tucked their tail and gave up. But, you know, I bit down my mouthpiece and I kept working hard. I believed in myself. I never stopped caring. I never stopped giving up. Then, boom, I get on the Ultimate Fighter. All right, now we get a platform. Now I make my name a little bit more. Now we didn't lose. We didn't win on the Ultimate Fighter. So we get off. We didn't get our UFC contract, but we didn't stop working, bro. We never gave up. And now we just keep going, and keep leveling up. I just want to be remembered as a person that, one, gives back to the community, because I think that's a big thing. I think all these fighters should give back, you know, and help out. I want to give back to the community, and I also just want to be remembered as a person that never gave up, and that if you don't give up, you can really do anything you want in life, man, straight up.
Hell yeah. Now there's a message right there. Another thing talked about before is, of course, I'm stepping in. I'm trying to put my money where my mouth is as a part of the media for MMA. And I'm taking an amateur fighting up against one of my business partners, another show host. Shout out to Johnny with Uncaged Media and FCC as well. But so of course, there's going to be a lot of people. It's a widely growing sport. There's a lot of people jumping into MMA every single day. So do you have any advice for not just me, but maybe anyone else out there that is getting their foot into this war of MMA?
Man, just work hard. Just work hard. End of the day, bro, it's such a mental – fighting is such a mental battle, bro. I'd honestly say it's as much mental as it is physical. It is crazy, bro. You're counting down the days until you get in a fist fight. And then when you get in that cage, bro, you feel completely naked, you know, you got the Vaseline on your face, you feel the bright lights, and then you get locked in the cage. It's just you and another man, bro, and you got to throw down. It's fight or flight.
It's a weird sport, man.
Oh, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Get half naked and locked in the cage and about to go fight someone.
You got to fucking kill each other, bro. But the biggest thing is just the mindset, bro. It really is. What gives you confidence is the work that you put in, bro. If you're in there working hard, you know, doing all the right things, checking all the boxes, that just gives you that much more mental fortitude. So when you're in that cage, you have the confidence to believe in yourself, to let your hands go and just make everything happen. You know, my biggest thing too is like, the spiritual aspect too. You know, you got to thank God. I like praying before my fights and just being, you know, connected with everything, just checking all the boxes, knowing that I put in the work, knowing that God's got my back, win, lose, draw, whatever, you know, and just getting in there and throwing down. But it's a big mental thing, bro. You know, it is crazy because fight week comes around. You can't train as much, you know, it slows down. You're like, oh shit, 5 days till I get in a fist fight, you know. But man, the biggest thing is just work hard, believe in yourself, and you know, that's the biggest thing, is believe in yourself. You gotta put in the hard work to have the confidence to believe in yourself.
Love that too. I really can get behind that. Let God kind of carry your fists and carry your weight in that fight too. Man. You know what I mean?
100%.
That's it'd be impossible without that, obviously.
100%, bro. You know, and I feel like just it's such a spiritual thing, bro, too. I don't know how to explain it, man. Fighting is crazy. It's a crazy sport, but it's more than just mental and physical. It's everything all in one, bro. And you gotta get out there and you have 15 minutes to make your dreams come true, or, you know, not.
It's really a cut and dry sport, which is, I mean, super unforgiving, but that's why we love MMA.
100%. That's another thing. Sorry. It's the highest of highs and lowest of lows, bro. And that's what the fans don't get. You win a fist fight, you feel like you're on top of the world. You know, you lose a fist fight, you have your mom text you after, you okay, and that's it. You go from 100 texts to 1 text. It's crazy, bro. It really is a crazy sport.
Yeah, man, that's why I tried to do. Like, obviously, I have a couple of connections, you know, meeting with a couple of people over the years, and it's I've always been so unsure what to tell people after a loss. So everyone handles it different.
Yeah, I just give him a pat on the back, like, bro. One of my teammates, Tyke Werder, just fought, bro. He fought Freedom Fight Night. Dude, he comes out looking so smooth. 10 seconds in, cracks this guy, bro, drops him. He's going in to finish him, bro. This guy's on his ass, jumps up off his ass and hits him with the hook and knocks him out, bro. And, like, dude, I've seen this guy grinding in day and out, the levels he's gained. And it's like, bro, it hurts, you know, but it's the fight game, man. The fight game is absolutely ruthless. And all you can do in the fight game, bro, is just move on to the next one, bro. That's all it is. Move on to the next one, you know?
Yeah. I really love that. Hopefully someone, I'm sure plenty of you guys are going to be able to get a takeaway off of that one. Just do a favor, because Rhino is dropping tons and tons of quotes here. But one thing I want to jump into now, before we get to the punches profile, let's get into our fan questions. We had a couple of really great ones submitted by our boys, and one of the first ones is Chris with Unmatched MMA. Going back to Tough, he asks, how easy or difficult was it for you to adjust to the isolation of the Tough House, and what was your kind of biggest takeaway from your experience with the show?
Man, the isolation part, like I said, man, it was hard for me because I'm driving past my home gym every day. So I'm seeing all, like, my coaches, my teammates. So that was kind of weird at first. But, bro, like I said, we honestly became like a family on Team Volk. You know, those guys will always be some of my best friends for life. So, you know, bro, me and Brian Battle kicked it off right away. Me and the guy are cut from the same cloth, exactly the same. I love that guy.
You guys both seem fun. You guys have a great sense of humor as well. Between some of the DMs that Brian sent me too about those grades, he's great, man. I give it a B+. I feel like I didn't even give it that much. He's like, "Oh, I'll remember this." I'm like, "Don't see me in the street, bro."
That's funny, bro.
He's
man,
a savage.
Brian's a boy. But yeah, man, the isolation part's hard. You know, your way. I wasn't able to, you know, see my girlfriend, talk to my family or anything. So that all adds up, bro. But at the end of the day, we're there to better our lives. You know, we're there to change our lives. Win, lose, or draw, like I said, you're still on the show. You're still getting exposure, you know. And it's just a hell of an experience you can't miss out on. So the isolation part, you know, it's weird at first. The hardest part about the isolation, bro, is even before the show, you get put in a hotel for a week, quarantine. Bro, that was
even worse.
Bro, that was way worse. When you're in the house, it's dope because you do whatever in the house, you know. But being in the hotel, bro, you can't leave your hotel room unless you hit up one of the producers or go and train. Bro, it was just That was hard that first week because you can't talk.
Screw that.
They take your phones away. You're in the hotel just trapped. It was wild, dude.
Oh,
Bro,
not
brutal.
go crazy, man. That's awful.
We all did.
And going back to kind of the mentality and the mindset of this, our good friend Mookie from the Put the Stress Down podcast, he asked, as hard as it is on the body, how hard is the sport on the mind? Have you ever considered dropping out of a fight because it was too much stress and anxiety, or is it always just kind of like that?
Man, I mean, that's what we were going off with the mentality, bro. It's just as mental as physical. I personally, bro, I'm very stubborn, so I can never say that was my problem too. Like, I never took easy fights, bro. I never took easy fights. I said fighting through my last amateur fight, I fought Josh Quinlan, who's in the UFC, absolute savage. That's a fight I didn't need to take. But I didn't know to anybody. They hit me with the fight, yeah. My pro debut. Bro, no one would want to fight me. I had like in 8 months, I probably had 30 or 40 guys say no. So this guy actually hit me up and said he'd fight me if I cut down to 160. I was like, fuck, that weight cut's gonna suck, but I'll fucking want to fight. Let's go.
Yeah.
It is very mental, bro. I would never like back. I think having a wrestling career has really helped me with the competitive mindset, you know. I've wrestled my whole life since I was 6 years old, bro. So it definitely helps with like mindset. But I mean, no, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, dude. I don't care if you're even Volkanovski, bro. Everybody gets nervous before a fight. Everyone's thinking the same shit. When you're in the backstage, everyone has those thoughts. Shit. I'm really doing this. You know, when you're in that cage, oh crap, we're in here. Let's get it. You know, everyone has that mindset, bro. Everyone's nervous, but that's the best part of it too, because that's the best feeling in the world is when you get in there, you're nervous and that bell rings, it's just go time, man. It's crazy. But yeah, everyone's nervous, bro. Everyone deals with those, you know, negative thoughts, negative voices in your head the whole fight, man. Everyone, bro. It's part of the sport.
I love it. And if you don't, please don't think of me of it as a jackass, but I don't have the pro version of Zoom, so I'm gonna have to send you out the new link because the time limit. Please don't think
you're all right.
I don't make enough money off this stuff to buy Zoom. So I'm gonna get a new link out to you. We're gonna cap this thing off, okay?
Cool.
Okay. All right, and to cap us off, like I was hopefully hinting at earlier, is what I got what I'm going to call the aforementioned puncher's profile. I'm a huge fan. If anyone listened to the show before, I'm a huge fan of alliteration when it comes to titles and when it comes to naming things. That's just who I am. So that's what I'm rolling with here. So I really want to pick your brain a little bit more and kind of use this to see maybe what kind of person we are, see if we could kind of grab anything from this, and hopefully it's questions that you've never had to even think about before. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I think so.
All right, let's see. Okay, so question number one is you can only listen to one singer or band for the rest of your life. Who or what would it be?
Linkin Park. I can listen to Linkin Park for any mood, bro.
Yes. Bro, they have a song for everything. They
you know what I'm saying?
You got a favorite one?
Oh, man, In the End. In the end, it doesn't even matter. You know? That's the thing. Linkin Park, bro, you can warm up to it before a fight. If you're feeling down, band, feeling happy, they got a song for everything.
They're perfect. I love that answer. I love good Linkin Park. Especially I always think about man, the credit music for the Transformers movies. Now
classic.
They always
classic, you know?
Linkin Park.
Dun, dun, dun. You know, I love it.
I love it, man. All right. Question number 2. Would you rather only be able to use a fork or be able to only use a spoon for the rest of your life?
Man, fork, because sometimes I could use the fork as a spoon. You know, I could use my hands and put it on the fork like a spoon and use it.
Okay, fair enough. I think we got a genius right here. I'm more of a spoon guy. Call me crazy, but I like to eat my scrambled eggs out of a bowl with a spoon.
You're sick.
I know. I
You're
know.
sick.
Well, because I mix it with like rice and stuff like that. I'm using
That's
it.
just not right, man.
That's what's wrong with me, I think. I'll add that to the list. Thank you. So, question number 3. If you could bring back any historical figure from the dead to fight inside a cage, who would it be?
Oh shit, man. Was Achilles a real person?
Yeah, real person.
Fucking Achilles, bro.
Oh, Achilles.
Savage.
Oh, yeah. We're talking Greek mythology now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's a real person back in the day, you know.
At least according to the legend, I think he was, right?
I'll
Maybe.
take back Achilles, bro.
I don't know. We're going to catch some dude hard into Greek mythology in the comments on this one. And they're going to go crazy if he's not a real person. But I'll accept it. What we're going to do? Maybe I guess we're going for heel hooks, or are we going for leg sweeps? How we?
I'm hoping Achilles got a good double leg, brother.
Oh, I love that. I was not expecting a little bit of Greek mythology. Heck yeah, I'll take it. All right, next one. Would you rather fight a chicken every time you wake up, or fight a chimpanzee once a year, but you have a sword?
Oh, shit. That's a good question. Damn. Man, I'm going to take a chimpanzee with the sword.
Really?
Every day just fighting
You're taking the
chicken,
chimp?
I feel like it'd just be annoying, bro, you know? Give me a sword, put me in a room with chimpanzee one time a year.
Bro, those things are scary, though.
For dinner.
Oh, I would not be able to. I've watched shout out to Joe Rogan too many times talk about chimpanzees and how vicious those things are. So you think you can take a chimp?
I get 2 swords. It's a wrap.
2 swords. Go and give you one of those 6-foot broadswords they used to use. In
you know what I'm saying?
era.
Shout out to Achilles.
You're going to take his sword and then you're going to fight the chimp.
Boom.
I feel like the thing with the chicken though is that you might just get used to. I mean, they might scratch you a little bit, but really you just have to snap its neck real quick and maybe unlimited chicken press. And
just the story of saying I killed a chimp with the sword, you know, come on.
Oh, it's a good
Get some
point.
bragging rights, brother.
That's a good point. I could hear it now when you make the UFC. John Anik. Give you a little fighter bio. Ryder Newman, the man who has killed many chimpanzee in his time.
Let's go.
That's perfect. All right. And last question. You can have a fight in any venue or arena from any time period in the history of the world, past or present. Where are you fighting?
Bro, I'm fighting T-Mobile here in Las Vegas. This is my city. This is my home city. I'm telling you, man, when we're in there, we're going to sell the T-Mobile out, and it's going to be insane. That's been my dream forever. I want to fight in T-Mobile Arena. Actually, check that. Allegiant Stadium. The new Raiders
there we go.
Field,
there we go.
I want to fight the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, my hometown.
I would be so down for that. I really think that the UFC could pull off a stadium show inside Allegiant.
For sure,
right?
For sure, bro.
And you're going to be right there.
They did one with, I forget, Robert Whitaker and Izzy. They fought in some huge
stadium. They fought
like 80,000 people.
Marvel Stadium in, I believe it's in Melbourne, in Australia. And hopefully they're going to be going back early next year, apparently. The only reason I really know that is because, believe it or not, I are one of our biggest following on the show is Australian football. So if you ever need a place for Australian football, apparently you have us, because I don't really think no other American covers that. But
let's go.
Marvel Stadium's dope. It's a fat stadium. And it's the only one there with a closed or with a retractable roof. So perfect place for a fight.
Sick.
Allegiant, and also, so Vegas guy, are you a Raiders fan?
Man, I don't know. I watched a little bit of football here and there. I just started doing some sports betting, so I started watching sports a lot more.
Well, one in Vegas, might as well, right?
You know what I'm saying? When living in Vegas. But yeah, man, I like the Raiders, bro. Just rooting for your home team. Growing up in Vegas, bro, born and raised, we never had like pro sports. So it's like you never followed it. But now that we got, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, we got a football team, you got to root for them, man,
I can respect that. Obviously, don't fight me if I say this, but I'm a diehard Denver Broncos fan. I've been that way for for about 20 years now. And
Let's go.
it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a bloodbath in the AFC West, and I'm not really looking forward to it too much. But
hey, it's the Broncos here, man. It's the Broncos here.
You know what? No, we're going to turn to the Cowboys fans. It's our year every year. That's one thing we could agree on. The Cowboys fans are annoying, right?
Yeah, agree.
Too
many of them.
Now we just need your Raiders wide receivers to stop driving.
Bro, yeah, that was crazy.
Jeez, you guys are crazy.
All the talent in the world too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's one decision.
Yeah, wow. I mean, pulling a real John Jones there. Oh, can we not talk about that?
Shit.
Oh
no, too soon.
Maybe you don't need to, but I could run away from him. He kind of knows where. There's not really. I don't think there's really a gym up here big enough for him to come up to Idaho for a reason. I mean, we got SBG. I got shout out to the boys at the Fight Garage. That's where I do most of my training at. It's literally a garage, but it's a great time.
That's savage, bro. You get a bunch of killers in the garage working, nothing but toughness,
Especially when it's 110 degrees in there. It feels great.
Yeah, that's brutal. I love it. You got to do. It's been so hot in the workout room here in Vegas.
That's one thing. We got high desert, but like hundreds of hottest. You guys are in Vegas, and it's probably ridiculous.
Oh, bro, the other day it was 115 degrees and it rained, so it's humid as shit.
Oh,
they opened up the freaking garage door, bro, and it was just brutal, man. It was brutal. You just sweated. The whole mat looked like a swamp, bro. It was just all like probably 2-3 inches of like straight up sweat. It's disgusting.
That's the worst. My coach, I hate it because he likes to do jiu-jitsu practice in like a thick kind of what's it called? It's called I guess not a hoodie, but just a sweater, a crew neck. That's the word I was looking for. So we'll get about 30 minutes in, and he won't even have to like put his submission on. He'll just waterboard you with his shirt, and it's the worst thing ever. And he'll sit down after practice and just pull up sweat around him. It's
disgusting.
But I'm sure we've all been there on the mat, especially you being a wrestler and stuff too. It's
that used to be the thing. We just crank up the heat in the restroom and just get after it.
Hey, better than pulling a muscle with it being too cold. But man, that is our puncher's profile. Definitely some interesting comments I wasn't expecting, but of course we can't wait to see you fight Achilles in T-Mobile and then go on to take on the chimpanzee in the locker room thereafter, right? Jeez, that's I would definitely pay 70. I know the price is going up, but I definitely pay $75 a pay-per-view just to see that. But that is going to wrap it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Ryder, thank you so much, brother. This has been an amazing time. Easily one of my favorite interviews I've ever done. Like we were saying before the show, I feel like you Extreme Couture guys, you always bring in when it comes to personality and when it comes to just fighting excellence as well. So really love you guys over at that gym, and really appreciate you. I can't wait. Do we have any thoughts on next fight, time, date?
So we got the day. We got August 26th back in UFC in Miami. We don't got an opponent yet, but they're gonna be building the fight card this week and next week. So we should get an opponent soon. Yeah, man, my thing's just staying ready, go out there, implement my game plan, and just fight hard, fight smart, fight sharp.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. But of course, one of the best things about being a fighter is it's going to be your kind of following. We gotta grow that. Where can we find you, my man?
Hit me up on Instagram, Ryder9, RYDR9. That's my biggest platform. That's where all my fight stuff.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Ryder, it's really been a hell of a time. I hope that we could talk up again here in the future. Hopefully this has been an interview unlike anyone you've ever done before. That's good news on my part. Hoping you guys had better enjoy this, because if you don't, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, I'm gonna send my boy Rhino after you, and he's just I don't think I could do that. I mean, I guess technically a hitman's illegal. Also, I don't know where you guys live, so obviously not going to happen, but go ahead, do that fun stuff. Go ahead and hit him up on Instagram as well. And if you're going to do anything, you're going to have to root for him come August, because it's going to be a hell of a time. Going to see 4 fights, 4 wins in Eagle FC, and then he's going to waltz his way into the title scene in the 185-pound division in the UFC. But Ryder, thank you so much, bro. I hope we could do this again, and just hope you have a great rest of your week. All right, my man.
Hey, brother, it's an honor to be on the show. You're doing big things, bro. That was a lot of fun. Definitely got to connect again. Thank you, my man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.